Hello YouTube, welcome to our channel. Today you're going to learn the step-by-step guides to start the cassava farming business in Nigeria. Who are we? We are entrepreneurs.ng, bringing you all the resources that you need to start, market and grow a sustainable business. Every single day you should start your day with entrepreneurs.ng. Visit entrepreneurs.ng, see the content that is published for that day and read so that you learn how to grow your business every single day through our work, through videos, through content. We are democratizing business knowledge, making sure that you have the right resource to start, market, and grow a sustainable business. And if that sounds like what you want to do, if you are an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur and you want to be successful in your business, then you should hit the subscribe button now before you do anything, before you continue with this class. Subscribe to our channel. All right, thank you for subscribing. So going forward, we are going to look at how to start the cassava business in Nigeria. I'm going to take you through the step-by-step guides, and as always, this is brought to you by entrepreneurs.ng. The first thing you need to do is, let's look at the profitability, the viability of the cassava business. Cassava farming is a profitable business in Nigeria and is a source of livelihood for millions of farmers. Also, cassava serves as a primary staple food to over 800 people worldwide. It is the third largest source of food carbohydrates in the tropics after rice and maize. Cassava is used for producing food products like gari, flour, fufu, chips, and so many other products. Also, it is rich in vitamins, carbs, calcium, and so many other nutrients. Cassava plants can be planted alone or together with other crops like maize, groundnut, vegetables, and rice. There is a ready market for cassava, and its farming is not very labor-intensive like some other food crops. Are you looking to start a profitable agribusiness in Nigeria? Are you looking for a profitable agribusiness to invest in? Cassava farming is a good option for you, and in this video I'm going to take you through the steps that you need to take to run a profitable cassava farming business. So stay with me, let's go over it one after the other. Now we are going to look at cassava farming in Nigeria. What are the statistics? Cassava farming is a plant extensively cultivated in the tropical and subtropical regions. It is mostly cultivated in tropical regions. It is a major source of calories and carbs widely consumed in developing countries. Also, it is a good source of dietary fiber, rich in vitamins, calcium, phosphorus, thiamine, folic acid, potassium, and other important nutrients. The tuberous roots are used for cassava flour, bread, tapioca, gari, fufu, laundry starch, and alcoholic beverages. Nigeria is the world's largest producer of cassava, while Thailand is the largest exporter of cassava, with most of it going to Europe. In 2017, Nigeria produced 59 million tons, making about 20% of global world production. Besides, it exports about 2.3 million tons annually and earned $136 million in 2013. Okay, so that tells you that there is a ready market for cassava. So what are the uses of cassava? The cassava plant, leaves, roots are all useful and important. For instance, fresh cassava roots can be processed into different food products fit for human consumption and for local and export markets. The leaf is a nutritious vegetable rich in protein. The unpeeled roots can be grated and dried for use as animal feed, and the stems can be sold for planting. So every aspect of cassava is very important and useful. Dried roots can be milled into flour, and the flour can be used for bread making in place of wheat flour. This local delicacy that you see on your screen, cassava contributed majorly to it. So there are so many ways people can use cassava. Cassava has many uses. So how do you start a cassava farming business? What are the things that you need to do? What is the first step that you need to take? What's the second step that you need to take? Because it's step-by-step process. There's a first thing you need to do, there's a second thing you need to do, and then there's a last thing you need to do. If you don't want to stress yourself, we have a plug and play version of the step-by-step guides to start the cassava business. So you just need to hit plug and play, because with the 35 booming business idea, you don't just have the step-by-step, you also have the financial breakdown of how to start the cassava business in Nigeria. You know how much every single thing costs and how much you need to save or how much you need from investors to start your business. You visit entrepreneurs.ng/shop and get this guide. You also are not getting only the cassava farming business guide, you also get 34 other businesses that have been covered through primary and secondary research. Just plug and play. Okay, so the next thing is to go through the process. The first process is to register your business, because what we preach is that you run sustainable businesses. So business registration is essential in running a business in Nigeria. The Corporate Affairs Commission is an authorized agency for registering businesses in Nigeria. You can decide to do either a business name registration or a private registration, private limited liability company, depending on the ownership structure that you want to go for. You can either go to CAC platform and register by yourself, or you come to us. Our address is here, 43B Mina Crescent, off Toyin Street, Ikeja. Call 081-881-22223 or write to contact@redalia.com to get your business registrations done. Now, the reason why you need to register your business is that if your business is registered, there are other benefits. You want to seek out grants, you want to seek out loans. You will need your business documents to process loans and grants. And even when investors come to you, they want to invest in your business, they want to see that, okay, that your business is structured, and the first step to structuring your business is registering it with the right authority. So after you're done with your business registration, then the next thing is for you to draft a business plan. A business plan is a breeding document, meaning that you can change it as your business grows, as businesses improve, as you pivot your business. So the business plan should have like an overview of the cassava business. You should have the executive summary. You should have, you analyze the markets, market research, SWOT analysis, analyze the competition, your strategy, your team, your marketing plan, the operational plan, and then your financial projection. Is a document that states your vision, your mission, your aims, the objectives, and the way you want to go about achieving those aims. That's what your business plan does. And if you don't know how to write a business plan, Redalia, the mother company of entrepreneurs.ng, can help you craft winning business plans. We can also help you write your company profile. You can consult with us. We can help with your marketing and sales plan, and then you can always ask an expert for one-on-one section. You talk to an expert and know exactly what to do in your business. We can also tell your brand story, help you register your business, and design your logo and brand assets. What do you need to do? You just need to visit entrepreneurs.ng. You see how to get each of these documents that you need to start your business. After you get all these documents, then you think about funding. In case you're worried about capital for starting your cassava business, the Nigerian government makes financing available to farmers. The government, through the Bank of Agriculture, provides agricultural loans to farmers. Therefore, you can take advantage of this opportunity to start your cassava farm. Also, you can reach out to investors, family and friends who are interested in investing in your farm. That's why you need your business plan. The business plan will help you to source funding if you do not have enough funds to start your business. And the startup capital, there are so many things you use it for. You use it for land acquisition, to prepare the land, the labor that you employ, your working tools, the equipment. And here are some of the equipment that you need for your cassava farming business. If you want to go on a large scale and run it as a business, you need a tractor, you need a plow, you need a harrow, you need a planter, you need a sickle, you need a truck, you need a wheelbarrow. So as soon as the capital is ready, the next thing you have to do is now to select a good location. A good location is very important in all agribusiness. The choice of land is important and is the first step in cassava farming. Cassava is usually planted on lands with deep, well-drained loamy soil, adequate rainfall, and warm climatic conditions. This is because loamy soil is rich in nutrients, low in gravel, and easy to till. So before you settle for land, you have to do a soil test to determine the texture and the richness of the soil. In a case where you don't find a fertile land, then you have to treat the soil. And the steps to treat the soil is covered in the 35 Booming Business Ideas. So get the book now and learn every single thing you need to do to the soil so that it can yield the right product. The next one is for you to select the variety to plant. There are different varieties of cassava planted by farmers. You have the TMS 30110, TMS 300017, TMS 30555, and so many others. So some cassava varieties are known to have good yield. They grow fast, they are resistant to pests and diseases, and widely accepted by the masses. So you have to be careful to make sure that you choose the right variety. There are so many things you need to consider before you choose the right variety, and most of these things that you need to look at for we are covered in 35 Booming Business Ideas and step-by-step guide to start them. This is a labor of our work, making sure that you have the right resource to start your business. The work that went into these particular products, primary and secondary research, making sure that it is the right resource, the right tool. You're not just getting the business guide, step-by-step guides to start your business. You're also getting the financial breakdown, the cost breakdown of starting 35 most profitable businesses in Nigeria. So you have to get this book at entrepreneurs.ng/shop so that you can start your business. It is just plug and play. When you buy the book, you hit play. As long as you are determined to start your business, this is the right guide for you. Going forward, you have to select your cassava stem cuttings. Cassava stem cuttings are used to grow cassava crops, and it has a great impact on the growth of the plant. A healthy stem can reduce the spread of pests and diseases and can improve the yield of the plant. In the initial stage, cassava stem cuttings can be gotten from farmers or from the market if you've not already started your cassava business. But as you grow, you can begin to get from your own farm. First, you need to cut each stem to a length of at least 20 to 25 cm with about 5 to 8 knots. Okay, these details are really very important and you should not take them for granted. Cassava stem cuttings taken from the top green portion of stems or extreme bottom of stored stems might not be suitable. This is because they might dehydrate quickly and produce unhealthy sprouts. Also, they might easily be infested by pests and diseases, so you have to be careful. And planting of cassava stem cutting can either be vertical, can be horizontal, or at an angle into the soil. So these are the techniques that you need to really pay attention to when planting your cassava. So the next thing is now to plant your cassava. To plant, certain things need to be considered, such as the land tillage method, the seedbed type, the time of the year, the method of preparation. Planting should be done when the soil is wet after the beginning of the rainy season. So plant the cuttings in mounds or in ridges and put them well into the earth, leaving only 2 or 3 buds above the ground. After planting, depending on the soil, you also may need fertilizers to boost the soil and production. And this can be applied about 8 weeks of planting. It could be in ring, 6 cm wide and 10 cm from the plant, or spread with care around the plant. Just ensure that the fertilizers do not stay around the cassava stems. Now you talk about your weeds, diseases, and pests. Weeds, pests, and diseases can affect the growth of cassava. Therefore, it is important to weed when the cassava plants are 20 to 25 centimeters high. That is about 3 to 4 weeks after planting. After that, you also weed again 1 to 2 months after the first weeding. Also, when the soil of the moths get too hard, break it up with a hole so that water and air can get in to nourish the roots. This is very important. In addition, there are so many diseases that you have to check out for before you even select the stem cuttings. Diseases like mosaic and rot can reduce the cassava yield. So therefore, you must ensure that you do not plant cassava varieties that have been infested. That's very important, and you can get more from the 35 booming business ideas. Now, when you plant, after planting, what comes? Harvest. Harvest comes, guys. So cassava can be harvested as soon as the roots have gotten a sufficient amount of starch, which is about 7 to 12 months after planting. It can be harvested as soon as the storage roots are large enough. First, the upper part of the stem with the leaves are removed before the harvest. Then the roots are harvested by hand lifting the lower part of the stem, pulling the roots out of the ground and removing them from the base of the plant, which can be done either manually or mechanically. When you pull out, I remember when we were so much younger, my grandma used to take us to harvest cassava. So care must be taken to also minimize the damage to the roots. During the harvest, cassava stem cuttings is done for the next planting season. They are propagated and kept in a protected location to prevent desiccation and then used for the next season. Now that you have harvested, you're not going to be looking at your harvest or your product. You need to market your product. Any business that wants to grow beyond its locality must invest in market promotion and advertisement. Depending on the scale you want to operate, you can either build a website and leverage internet and social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube to promote the business. You create a business card, flyers, handbills with your logo that we've already talked about, and then you distribute them around your environment. And as your brand continues to grow, make sure that your facilities, your equipment are branded. Word of mouth. Where does word of mouth come in? Word of mouth comes in when your product is good and people have used it. People can then tell other people about you. That's how you now start getting referrals. You use social media even starting from the planting season, planting time, when you're going to the farm. Show people working, show them how you are starting, show them when it's going to be ready. Let people follow your story so that when it's ready, they can buy from you. And depending on what you turn your product into, you can use Google Adverts to also advertise. Now, collaborations and partnerships is very important depending on what you've turned your cassava into. If you've turned it into garri, restaurants, hotels are also viable partnership that you should be looking at for. So this is really what you need to market your business, and you need to be very creative in marketing your cassava. Do not just keep quiet. Talk about it. Let people know that you have this product. Now, what does it cost to start the cassava business? Every single cost of the equipment and everything that we listed, you can find 35 booming business ideas and step-by-step guide to start them. You get the book from entrepreneurs.ng/shop. You are not also getting only the cassava business, you're getting 34 other businesses like logistic business, haulage business, e-commerce business, advertising agency business, a mini importation business. A lot of businesses in different sectors are what we covered in 35 most profitable businesses in Nigeria. So go to entrepreneurs.ng/shop and get your copy, or reach us at 08038874148, 08038874148 on WhatsApp so that you can make your purchase. That's it. Thank you for coming to our masterclass today. As always, this is brought to you by entrepreneurs.ng. Every single day, make sure you start your day with entrepreneurs.ng. The last topic that we published was how to develop a successful business model. So when you go to entrepreneurs.ng, you have the resources to start your business. We are democratizing business knowledge. We're making sure that you have the right resources to start your business. You can book and ask an expert, a business expert, a certified business expert, anything about starting and growing your business. You can attend the business clinic. You can subscribe to our newsletters and subscribe to this channel as well. And then you can watch all of our video content, read all of our resources, and make sure that you are giving yourself a head start in your entrepreneurial journey. Now, hit the subscribe button in case you missed it. Subscribe now if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, if you want to start and grow a sustainable business. Subscribe to the channel. Now, here is the link to our resources. Entrepreneurs.ng/shop is where you get all our premium content. 35 Booming Business Idea is dedicated to the 35 Booming Business Idea book that I spoke about on this video. The Ultimate Legal Guide is what every entrepreneur needs. It answers all the legal questions that you need to know, all the legal questions that you have ever thought of asking about growing and starting a business here in Nigeria, or foreigners doing business in Nigeria. So get in now. The Business Clinic is a quarterly business academy where we take you through a business school on how to run a business. So subscribe and register to secure your seats today. So if you also want to book us for a consulting section, we are always here for you. You can always ask an expert. Go to our website entrepreneurs.ng and see all the resources that we have to help you grow and run a sustainable business. So thank you guys for coming on this show with me, and do have a fabulous day. It's been amazing. It's been amazing talking with you. It has really been amazing. Do have a fabulous day. Bye.